All right, welcome. In the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the Strategic Financial Horizons Report to really map out what the investment world might look like in 2026. We're going to explore the huge undercurrents that are set to define where the smart money is probably headed. So let's just get right into it.
And, it really all boils down to this one simple question. What is your money going to be doing in 2026? Is it just going to be sitting there, or is it going to be positioned to actively work for you in a world that, let's be honest, is changing faster than ever before? That's the big puzzle we're here to tackle today.
But before we can even think about looking forward, we've got to understand where we're standing right now. So this first part is all about getting the lay of the land, understanding the economic stage where all these future trends are going to play out.
So what does that stage actually look like? Well, the analysis points to three massive, interconnected forces. First, you've got this insane acceleration in technology. Then there's this really determined global push for sustainability. And finally, we're all still feeling those supply chain issues that really showed us just how fragile parts of our world are. And these aren't just, passing headlines. These are the core conditions that are shaping pretty much every investment decision from here on out.
Okay, with that backdrop in place, let's explore the first major investment theme from the report, what they call the digital frontiers. This is where innovation isn't just happening fast anymore. It's literally becoming the foundation of everything.
The analysis here uses a really specific and powerful word, exponential. And that's a critical difference from linear. It means the speed of change in stuff like AI isn't just getting a little faster each year. Its power is doubling and then doubling again. We are seriously on the edge of transformations that are going to completely reshape whole industries and probably create some new giants along the way.
And you can really see the raw power of that exponential curve when you look at the numbers. I mean, the projected growth for AI, for cloud computing, and for cybersecurity is just staggering. These aren't niche tech sectors anymore. They're quickly becoming the basic infrastructure for the entire global economy. That represents an absolutely colossal financial opportunity.
So, where are the real opportunities hiding within this frontier? Well, the insights point to four key areas. First, think about the infrastructure. The picks and shovels of this digital gold rush, the companies that actually manage all the data. Second, look for specialized AI that solves very specific, high-value problems. Think drug discovery or logistics. Third, as everything, and I mean everything, goes digital, protecting it becomes a non-negotiable. That makes cybersecurity a must-watch growth area. And last, don't forget the enablers, the companies helping those old-school industries make that critical leap into the digital age.
All right. On to our second horizon. We're going to shift gears from the purely digital world to a transformation in the physical world that's just as big, if not bigger, the green shift.
This quote right here, it just nails it. The key insight is that this whole green transition, it's not just about doing good, it is one of the biggest economic rewirings in modern history. And that kind of massive change always creates incredible opportunities for people who are paying attention. Now, right at the center of this green shift is a concept I'm sure you've heard a lot about, ESG. It stands for environmental, social, and governance. And really, it's just a way of looking past a company's basic profit and loss statement to figure out its long-term health, its impact on the world, and how well it's run. It's about finding businesses that are built to last. And just to wrap your head around the financial scale we're talking about, just look at this one number, $30 trillion. That's the projected size of the renewable energy market by itself within the next decade. It's a pretty powerful sign that the green economy isn't some small niche anymore. It's fast becoming a major force in the global markets.
The advice here is to think bigger. Don't just focus on the obvious stuff like solar panels. Think about the tech that makes them work at a huge scale. Things like battery storage or modernizing the grid. The analysis also says, hey, be careful. Look past the glossy marketing to a company's real ESG track record. And maybe broaden your search to leaders in the circular economy, sustainable farming, and water management. All these are absolutely crucial pieces of the puzzle.
Okay, so we've looked at high-growth tech and a massive economic shift. Our third and final theme is about finding stability in a world that feels more and more uncertain, building resilient foundations.
After everything that's happened in the last few years, this idea of supply chain resilience is front and center. It's really just a company's ability to keep its stores open when things go wrong. And the critical insight here is that a fragile supply chain is a fundamental weakness, no matter how amazing a company's product is. In the world we live in now, resilience itself has become a super valuable asset.
Building a resilient portfolio is often about finding the right balance between different kinds of assets. On one hand, you've got growth assets, like a lot of what we saw in the tech sector. which offer higher potential returns, but yeah, they come with more risk. On the other side, you have defensive assets, like utility companies or consumer staples, that provide more stability with lower risk. A truly strong strategy needs a smart mix of both.
So, what are the signs of a really resilient company? Well, the research boils it down to a pretty practical 3-point check. First, look for low levels of debt, because that gives a company flexibility in a crisis. Second, check for consistent positive cash flow. Is money reliably coming in the door? And third, a history of stable dividend payments can be a really powerful signal of a healthy, mature business that knows how to handle a storm.
So there we have it. We've explored 3 totally distinct but really powerful investment themes: the digital, the green, and the resilient. So now let's pull it all together and see what it means for your strategy.
This little summary table here really lays it all out nicely. You've got the high growth, higher risk profile of the digital frontiers. Then there's the big thematic growth potential of the green shift. And finally, you have that defensive stability you get from resilient foundations. The trick is to see how these very different profiles can actually work together.
And this right here, this is probably the most important message of the entire analysis. This is not about trying to pick one single winner. It's not a choice between AI or green energy or stable value stocks. The smartest approach is understanding how these powerful, long-term trends can balance and complement each other inside a diversified portfolio.
So as we wrap this up, and you think about these incredible shifts happening in technology, in sustainability, and in global stability, the real question is for you. Which horizon are you going to explore first?